Hi everyone, it's Miss Liz from the library. Thank you so much for joining me for our very first virtual craft along. And today I'm going to show you how to make these super cute little sock bunnies. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what materials you need, and hopefully you'll have all this stuff around your house so you won't have to order anything or go out and get anything because you'll have it all on hand. So let's see, what do we need here? We need a sock, of course. I recommend using a light colored sock, like a white sock or a gray sock. I used a blue sock for this bunny. Now, your sock, the length of your sock is gonna help you decide how long your bunny's ears are gonna be. So if you want a bunny with nice long floppy ears like this one, you're gonna want a tall sock. But if you want a bunny with cute little short ears, you can use a shorter sock like this. So that's what I'm gonna use today. All right, so we have a sock. You are also gonna need something to stuff your bunny with. I'm going to use rice today. So this is uncooked rice. I'm going to use this, but you can also use dried beans if you have those at home, or even grit or little rocks. You could also use polyfill or cotton batting if you have this at home. So really anything that'll fill up your bunny. The rice makes it nice and firm and it stands up by itself. So with this bunny, you can see he's kind of floppy and squishy and cuddly. I used polyfill for this one. And then you are also going to need some string or ribbon or yarn like this. You're going to need a pair of scissors and a marker. Any marker will do. I'm just going to use this simple black marker today, but you can use any color you want and as many colors as you want. And then you're also going to need some rubber bands, or I have these little hair elastics, so I'm going to use these. If you don't have rubber bands or hair ties, you can just use the same string that you're going to use for the bunny's little neck bow. And I can show you how to do that too, okay? All right, so we have a sock, some rice to stuff our bunny with, and some string, and a pair of scissors, and some rubber bands or hair bands or something like that. And that's all we need to get started, okay? So why don't we go ahead and I'm gonna show you how to make a cute little sock bunny. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to fill our sock with the rice. So I'll teach you a little trick to make it easier. I'm gonna use this roll of tape and I'm going to kind of put my sock through here and open it up so it'll make it easier to pour the rice inside here. So I'm just going to open this up. So now it's going to hold the sock open for me while I pour the rice in. And another little trick I can teach you is I'm going to just snip the corner of this bag so it'll pour the rice in more easily as well. You can see I kind of already did that on the other side when I was practicing. All right, so we're going to take our rice and we're going to fill our sock up. So I'm going to just start pouring it in like this. And you might have to give it a little shake as you go along. You want to fill the sock up to right about where the heel is. So let's see. I think I'll probably end up using this whole bag, right? All right, let's see. All right, I'm going to pour it all in there and give it a little shake. And now we can take this back off of our tape roll here now that we have the rice inside. And let's see how we did. So that's perfect. Yeah, so that filled up right about to where the heel is. So that's exactly where I wanted it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into the bunny's body and the bunny's head. So to do that, I'm going to kind of squeeze it and pinch it where I want the bunny's neck to be. So I want to give them a nice, big, cushy, round body, and then a little bit of rice in the top here for their head, like that, right? So I'm going to pinch it and make sure I have enough rice in there, and then I'm going to take one of my elastic bands, or like I said, if you have rubber bands or hair ties, anything like that will work, and you're going to just carefully put it around where the bunny's neck will be. So this is going to separate the bunny's head from their neck. And if it's not perfect right away, that's okay. I'll show you how you can fix it up a little bit. So once I get this rubber band on here, I can see how big my bunny's head is compared to their body. So let me take a look here. I think I want a little bit more rice in their head. What do you think? Because their body is really full and the head I think could be a little bit bigger. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just loosen up this rubber band a little bit and I'm gonna squish some of that rice through it into the head part of the bunny, just like that. All right, let's try this now. I think that's better. So we've got our bunny's body and we've got our bunny's head, and now I'm going to use another elastic band to put at the top of the bunny's head where their ears are going to begin. Okay. So I'm going to just wrap this around here. Okay, so now we have a little bunny body and a bunny head, and this is how we're going to make the bunny's ears right here, right? Okay, so to make the bunny's ears, I'm going to take a pair of scissors. Now, depending on how thick your sock is, you might need some pretty sharp scissors. So you might need a grown-up to help you with this part. I'm using some really sharp fabric scissors, so it'll cut through this sock really easily. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna snip it right down the middle and separate the top of this sock into two pieces, just like the bunny has two ears, right? Here we go. All right, and I'm gonna snip it right down to where that little elastic band is. And then if there's any little extra pieces sticking out like this, I'm just gonna cut that off right there. So now we have two pieces to make two bunny ears. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to cut each of these pieces into a bunny ear shape. So a bunny ear shape is going to be pointed at the top, and then it's going to arch around the sides, so the fattest part is in the middle of the ear, right? So I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to give it a little cut around to the outside, just like that. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. So that point is in the middle of the ear. And then we have a cute little bunny ear. And I'm going to do the same with this side. So we'll have that point at the top. So we're going to start in the middle there and go out to the side. And then I just turn it over to make it a little easier to clip that there. And now I have two cute little bunny ears. How cute is that? All right, so now our bunny has a body and a head and two ears, and now we want to give it a face, right? So we're going to take our marker and draw a cute little bunny face. So I just have a black marker, but like I said, you can use any kind of marker you want. It can be a permanent marker or a fabric marker or even just a regular coloring marker. That's totally fine too. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my bunny's face. I'm going to give it two eyes. Let's see, there's one. There's two. And then I'm going to give it a cute little bunny nose. And a little bunny smile, right? And we can even give it some cute little bunny whiskers. How cute is he? All right, so then what you're gonna wanna do with your string is just cut off a little piece. Now remember I told you if you don't have rubber bands or hair bands, you can use the string instead. So how you would do that in the beginning, instead of using the rubber band here, you would just use your string to tie around where the bunny's neck would be and where the bunny's ears start, right? But we use the rubber bands for that, so we don't need to worry about that right now. What we're gonna do is just give the bunny a cute little bow for their neck. All right. So now we have a cute little bunny with floppy ears, and I used rice for this one so it stands up really nice by itself. And I could even decorate it some more with what other supplies I have in my house. So if I have other fabric scraps, I can cut those out and glue them on. Maybe give my bunny a cute little belly, or maybe decorate their ears some more. I could color on the bunny some more with markers. You could really personalize your bunny however you want to. So there you have it. That's all you have to do to make your very own sock bunny. And you know what? We would love to see the creations that you make. So make sure that if you make a sock bunny, you take a picture of it and post it in the comments below so we could take a look at the fabulous work you did. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye.